Alrighty, let's try and put another one of these vlog things together. Ooh, apparently that's the proper way to say that instead of video log. At any rate, welcome back to our farm, the Pioneer Farm, and good to see everybody. Do hope you have suitably filled out your information with the possibly a subscription to us, and well, if you like the content, don't be afraid to let us know that as well. But beyond that, we have cleared away those trees, so to be not wasteful, I'm also going to clear the grass, and we'll collect it up and make hay out of it. Looks like we're going to have a reasonably nice day here on the farm today. It's been calling for sunshine. A little bit chilly, but that's okay. You can always outdress the cold. Now, I had a chat with the mayor. I love the look on his face when I call him the village elder, but had a chat with the mayor. And apparently this environmental tax that we're being charged when we sold our wood chips is actually nothing to do with wood chips. It's nothing to do with the place we sold it. It has everything to do with the fact that, well, cutting down trees is considered to have a fairly reasonable environmental impact. So yeah, unless you are using them, like we did with the firewood, completely repurposing them, yeah, you're going to get danged with that tax. So that's as far as I know the firewood is exempt. I'm not 100% guaranteed of that. But I think from what I understand what he said, that that's the scenario. Alright, I think I want to call that good for a row. So we will try and get as much of any forestry we do either to a place that does something with it, you know, makes furniture or lumber or something, or have it chomped up for firewood. We also see, though, I mean, that trailer load, 15,000 liters, that's a couple of real good-sized fir trees. And what we got for it was not what you can get for a couple of good-sized fir trees. So it's environmentally and economically not a great way to deal with our timber. And I might prefer it for the deciduous stuff, because it's kind of hard to process. You know, we gotta chew up the branches anyway in the chipper, and the splitting logs into firewood, I mean, the stuff is so knotty compared to the coniferous woods that it's kind of hard to convince yourself that's what you should be doing. I did make that, I wasn't sure we would. So we canceled construction on that other building that was going to go up on the property there to deal with logs and wood chips, because it's not going to gain us really anything other than the cost of construction. It would employ a couple of people, but it would be a very, very temporary part-time sort of job anyway, because, well, we're going to produce enough timber to keep that going all by our lonesomes. And with the environmental taxes and all the rest of it in place, there's not too many people that are willing to do timber in this part of the country, which probably explains why all of these arable fields are so massively overgrown. You know, and you can tell it's been that way for a while, because trees of this stature don't just spring up from seed overnight. You know, it takes them a day or two. We'll get to the end of this road. Just want to have a little look at our tablet here. I'm not quite used to the growing seasons in this part of the world. I don't think it'll be that much different than where we were before, but just to refresh our memory as to what sort of things we can consider. It is early September. We might still be able to get a little bit of winter barley or something down. Of course, again, we don't want to use up all of our field area for winter crops, because they don't come right in the spring. By the time you do harvest them, it's generally a little bit late to be planting much else. Alright, there's no point going much further in. I'm just going to end up with a mess in the trees. Same thing, this is going to be considerably shorter, and I think pretty much getting to the end of our mowing here. I'll go to the edge of those two trees there. And then anything further down here will take a different direction. But I think the chopping the trees, we're going to try and keep that to a necessity, I guess. Because as far as I know, other than making our own firewood and selling it at a, well, reasonable loss, actually, there's not much we can do. So, yeah, we may find we're going to have a few fields that aren't exactly clear of trees. Okay. Now I'll do one more strip on the way up, and then that's going to be it for this particular run at field making. And I don't know, this isn't all going to be one field, so consider that as well. Got the plow ready. Won't be the next job up, though. Next job up is to get that forage wagon out here and get this off the ground. There we go. And shut her down. So we'll grab the John Deere and the forage wagon, and we'll go suck that up. Quite an economical mower, this thing. Initial outlay is not much cheaper than a decent mower, but it's so economical on fuel and such that you end up saving quite a bit of money over the traditional setup. So well worth the effort, I think. And ideal when you have, like we do, obstacles such as trees and things. I'll tell you, it's more akin to driving a lawn tractor when it comes to the agility end of it. Okay. Nothing runs like a deer. How are the ladies doing this morning? Yeah, they're looking alright, eh? Hopefully no issues ensue. Alright, let's see here. Okay, drop her down. Good to see. And let's spin her up. I imagine we got enough in silage, so we're probably going to want a fair bit of this to go to hay. Let's just have a little look here. That's got a bale chopper built in. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice indeed. we not have a facility that will... Oh, there we are, a grass dryer. Good stuff. Awesome. Let's continue on here. Almost took the wrong road. There we go. We're gonna have to go and check those out at some point, and we're gonna need to put a hair dryer. Yeah, we need a hair dryer down here. All right, we're almost full. A hay dryer, and I think where we're gonna do that, we've already got the property sort of prepped. So let's go and pop that thing down. It seems like a little ways out, but once we get the fields in, we're going to end up doing a lot of our grass cutting way down in this area. So, I believe I prepared a spot up here. There it is. Okay, let's come in here. Let's go to production. And one grass drying unit. Woof. She's a wee bit bigger than I thought she might be. Alright, that's the dump side. Well, I was kind of hoping we get a little more even placement here. Looks like maybe back here won't be too bad. Let's pop her down. We're going to need a little more space to get by because we need to get across here to get some of the stuff out. So we're going to use that as our outline, I think. And we'll probably have to dispose of the tree. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, see if we need to do any configurating here. Yeah, grass to hay. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Alright, good stuff. Might as well just head right over to the grass. Thought we had, we're a ways up here. There we go. Okay. Once again, the old adage, making hay while the sun shines. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Exactly what we're doing. Oh, right. I wanted to have a look at the tablet. I did. I wanted to look at our planting season. It is now September. We can do wheat, barley, canola. Yeah, that's about her, eh? We've missed all the other obvious stuff. Well, February we can put cotton in, eh? But sugarcane isn't going to be till... Interesting. Plant in the winter. Well, spring, I should say. March, I guess. Yeah, once you hit around the middle of March, you're getting kind of springy in a lot of places. Apparently here a little sooner than where we used to live. You had to wait till April before you really had any kind of a planting. Where I grew up, generally it was considered the May long weekend when one put their plants to ground. So an even later one. Mind you didn't have to harvest till October, so... Now with that in place, we should be past the point where we're going to need to buy bales. Well, hopefully the straw holds out, because we're certainly not going to be getting any of our own straw until spring at the earliest. You know, well, actually, I guess summer, because we're going to get whatever we get off that barley field up there, and that should be about her. Oh, look at that, eh? Huh. Not bad. I mean, we do have to drive from the very furthest point, but it's okay. What is that? Oh, it's another piece of freaking wood, eh? Don't know why these are laying around everywhere. I didn't think I did that sloppy a job chainsawing all this stuff. Get over there. I understand the wild deer like playing with blocks of wood, so yeah. We'll give it to them and call her a day. There we are. Well, it's amazing, eh? We have a vehicle that seems to have a proper working transmission. But then again, it did replace one that had a broken transmission, so... And we don't have a whole lot of miles on it, so I suppose there's time yet, isn't there? A little bit of a hump on that side, but that's okay, because that ain't any of the working parts, is it? Alright. Hello. How's the, yeah, quite a little bit of a dip there. This is where we unload. It's not bad. It's not bad, a bit of a rise. We can even get past this tree. We may not have to take her down at all. Alright, well that's better than I expected. Which is always a nice change, right? Right. Okay. Now you may have noticed that I don't have any of my equipment equipped with GPS systems. There's a reason for it. On the last farm we worked, there was sort of a, I wouldn't call it a conformity issue, but it was more or less that. There was a lot of sort of oversight by the municipality that, you know, owned all the surrounding properties and the town and all of that, so... And no, we never went there because we didn't really have a reason to. But yeah, it meant basically that you were supposed to be, you know, kind of conforming to their standards, and there was quite a lot of them that they thought we should conform to. So next time, we should be ready to plow. I'm going to clean up the rest of this, throw it into the hay barn. And we should be in pretty good shape. Said we may have to buy another stack of straw bales to get us through the winter with our cows. But I'd actually hoped that the building we had would service more animals. we may end up adding a second cow facility here. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's something I've definitely been considering. So, as I say, we'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit to come back for, are we? Yes, sir, we are. That's alright. Nice and close, anyway. And I think I'll probably put our trailer out here. You know, just leave it here for now, because I think I'll do a fair bit more grass mowing than anything else with it here over the next few months. As I said, we got quite a wait until we're going to get any straw. But with that, I think I'm going to head back to the farmhouse. Well, I'll grab that a little bit, but I'm going to head back to the farmhouse, put myself on a pot of coffee. It's surprisingly a little bit chilly here on this fine September morning. So, I do appreciate everybody that listened to this and watched the video footage from the tractor cams and the drone cam and all of that. This, of course, is our tractor cam. There's a camera here behind the seat that shows everything. And we can also go to our drone cam, of course, which is up here. And I can adjust its focal length off my control panel. Pretty cool, huh? Talk about your modern farming. Alright, anyways, do take care of each other, folks. Make sure you let the tourist company know just how much you like this place. And until next time, take care and ciao for now.